Here's the video right here. It is from inside the jail, and it has key interviews with witnesses who say they saw Jennifer Myers suffering for several days and was never taken to the hospital. Jenny Myers gets out of a police car in handcuffs and is escorted into the Macomb County Jail. The 37-year-old mother is patted down and ordered to put on a beige inmate outfit. She is not here for murder or assault, not even robbery. She's here for non-payment of child support, a judge saying pay $500 or spend 30 days in jail. This was the scene 12 days later, just after cellmates found the young mother dead in her cell.
We got to check her pulse. She went like this. She's like, she's ice cold. And we knew right then, you know, she was gone.
The exclusive jail video obtained by the defender shows reaction from inmates immediately following the discovery. And it shows her body being brought out on a stretcher in a body bag. Jennifer Myers wasn't murdered. She didn't commit suicide or overdose. She died from a virus slowly moving through her body. Neither the Sheriff's Department guards nor the privately contracted medical staff took her to a hospital.
The minute I touched her, she felt like she was in a meat freezer.
These two women were in Macomb County Jail at the same time. We're not showing their faces or using their names. Jenny Myers' death occurred July 7, 2013. These video statements were just released as part of a civil lawsuit filed by attorney Robert Ieri.
And obviously when somebody comes into the jail, the punishment is being there. The punishment isn't to die.
He claims in a federal lawsuit that jail guards and medical staff at the Macomb County Jail failed to see what was obvious to other inmates.
And it looked like she had just got out of the shower and she was sweating so bad.
The inmates say they put wet towels on Myers' body, trying to cool her down. They say the illness was not sudden. She was becoming increasingly ill each day of her incarceration.
Nobody ever came in to check on her to see if she was okay. She wasn't eating, she wasn't drinking.
In her final 3 days of life, Jenny was too sick to get off her cot at mealtime.
She was literally laying in bed, cuddled up like this, you know, like not even able to move, so.
How many hours a day would she be like that?
All day.
In jail, requests for medical attention are called kites. Inmates say they were ignored.
She was kiting all the time, and the nurses would not do nothing about it. She says, you're going to have to give it to midnight staff and morning staff. I can't do nothing about it.
If Myers was evaluated, she was not determined sick enough to go to the hospital.
The nurses aren't doing crap about it. The officers, you know, don't give her time of day.
Local 4 medical expert Dr. Frank McGeorge is an expert in death custody cases. He studied the death certificate and autopsy report. Her official cause of death, acute sepsis. McGeorge says the signs of illness and foul smell should have warranted an in-depth exam by jail medical staff and a trip to the hospital.
To leave them in jail with an infection that ultimately leads to their death is just about the same as putting them to death.
Witnesses say, in addition to sweating profusely and not being able to get out of bed, Jenny Myers had a horrible smell.
People were like, you gotta shower, you stink, like we can't take it no more.
If she were anywhere in the normal world outside of jail, she would have taken herself to the hospital or to an emergency room.
They either did not notice or did not realize how sick she was. In Myers' final hours, she was alone in her cell, too sick to go to mealtime. When her cellmates returned, they found her dead.
I was like, we gotta check her pulse, went up and she was cold.
She'd been begging for help. They didn't do shit about it.
Jenny Myers went to jail because she was behind on her child support payments and could not come up with $500 cash. It turned out to be a death sentence. Jennifer Myers almost didn't make it into this world. Born premature, 3 pounds 5.5 ounces. She barely survived.
People were running around. They were hollering on the PA, Dr. Ramey, emergency.
She was a fighter. She was such a fighter. Any baby that goes through all that.
Her parents, Diane and Russell Hubble, said she was a happy kid, did the T-ball thing, and Girl Scouts.
She actually ended up getting the Silver Award, I think it was, which is the highest award that Girl Scout can get.
She got married, had kids, but a back problem turned into a prescription pill problem, and eventually heroin. She was divorced, and it was best for the kids that the father have custody.
It's horrible. It is. It's devastating. It destroyed her.
Jennifer Meyer was soon behind on child support payments.
It was a child support sweep. They're very proud of that in Macomb County, how they sweep people up for child support and incarcerate them.
When she was sentenced to 30 days in jail for non-payment, there was actually a sense of relief.
Well, you just think, good, I know where she is. I don't have to worry about her. That she is safe, she'll be fed, she'll be taken care of. If she gets sick, she'll have medical care.
Then, a knock on the door. Their daughter was dead from acute sepsis. A virus made her very sick. And according to a lawsuit filed in federal court, jail and medical staff never took her to a hospital.
They explained that, they saw Jennifer at breakfast and they saw Jennifer at lunchtime, and when she didn't show up for dinner, they found her dead on the floor.
When the parents demanded reports of the death, the story did not add up.
Well, she was in there 10 days. She lost 17 pounds. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight to lose. The last 4 or 5 days, she was sick and progressively got worse.
The reason she lost her kids and was behind on child support because she was spending all of her money on prescription pills and heroin. Her family says they want to share this troubling part of the story with all of us to try and help other families. Jennifer Myers became addicted to pain pills prescribed to help with her back problems.
A lot of ERs and you go to an ER for pain. What do they give you? Opiates, and leads to opiate addiction.
When the pills ran out, you start buying on the street, but it's expensive. So like many others, Jenny turned to heroin.
You're not going to do that very long, but I'll tell you what'll fix all your opiate addiction is you go see the dope man. He'll get you a $10 bag of heroin. You're good for the whole day.
Once addicted to heroin, life as you know it is over.
It's horrible. It is. It's devastating. It destroyed her. It attempts to destroy families.
The worry, the fear, at times unbearable.
The worst thing I've ever experienced. Knowing that there's times that they're on the street and you don't know where they are.
They will stop at nothing.
They're in debt to everybody. We have to get that straight. They borrow, they sell everything they can sell
to get the next fix.
It's the lowest point in their life, but one person that's always going to be paid up to date is the heroin dealer, or they're going to be hunted by the heroin dealer.
Jenny's family tried rehab.
There were times where I was so hopeful, long term, she would be 9 months clean, almost a year, and then, I don't know, something would happen.
When they're addicted and they have that craving, it's like, okay, I need water, and then I need heroin, then I need food.
Eventually, Jenny Myers lost her kids and then her freedom, locked up for 30 days because she was behind on her child support payments. Jennifer Myers died in a Macomb County jail from sepsis. Medical staff never took her to the hospital to treat her virus. She was in jail because she did not have $500 to pay for back child support. Local 4 legal expert Neil Rockine says jail should be an option only for deadbeat parents with money who are avoiding payments, not for people too poor to pay.
This woman's death is going to be hanging over the legal system's head for a while. A person who doesn't have any money should not be ordered to pay money, and they certainly shouldn't be threatened or sent to jail if they don't.
She was a loving person, a caring person, and they had no right. They had no right to take her life.
Rockine says judges need to rethink jail sentences for the indigent, insisting the fines and time locked up often create bigger problems than the original offense.
This horrible, sad tale was over a woman who was ordered to pay and could not afford to pay $91 a month. $91 a month.